Mr. Lamb, I have a hive of bees. Bees मतलब मधुमक्खी का छत्ता. Behind those trees over there. Some hear bees and they say bees buzz. When they hear the bees, they say, and if you ask how the bees are producing a sound, they say the bees are buzzing. But when you listen to bees for a long while, they hum. Hum means they sing. I hear them singing my bees. So, Mr. Lamb is telling to Derry that if you ask the people what the sound the bees make, they will say that bees, they always buzz. But for me, that buzzing means singing. So it depends upon the people how they take the thing. One thing can be interpreted in different way by different people. That is about the look and the thinking of the people. For some, if something is worst happening, some people will take it as a blessing in disguise. They feel that if something is going worse, it might be for the good. Other, they take it in a worst way. Is it clear? So that is a form of thinking of people, the way they take the things. Some take them in a positive stride, that if something is going against them, it might be good for them in the future. But others, they take it in a negative stride, that if something has gone wrong with them, they will cry, they will blame others. Is it clear? So what the Mr. Lamb wanted to say is a people, how they take the thing, how they interpret the things. And he's saying for me, the bees is singing. But if you ask the other people, they will say that the bees is buzzing. Terry, but I like it here. Terry is saying, I like the garden. I came in because I liked it. He said, I came in this garden because I liked the garden. When I looked over the wall, when I just peeped from the other side of the wall, and when I looked into your garden, I liked that garden. That's why I had jumped into your garden. Mr. Lamb, if you had seen me, you'd have not come in. Mr. Lamb is saying, if you had seen me, that I am in the garden, you'd have not entered in my garden. Because you have entered in my garden thinking that nobody would be here. Daddy, no. Yes, you are 100% right. If you would have been in the garden, or if I had seen you in the garden, I would have never entered in your garden. Mr. Lamb, no. Daddy, it would have been trespassing. Trespassing means the people who enters in others' property without permission. That is known as word trespassing. That if you are entering in somebody's property or looking at somebody's thing without permission, that is called trespassing. Mr. Lamb, that's not wine. Mr. Lamb is saying, no, you are coming in my garden without permission. I don't consider it trespassing. For me, for others, it might be a trespassing, but for me, it's not a trespassing. Terry, I don't like being near people. Terry is saying, I don't want to be in the company of people. Why? Because they stare. And when I see them being afraid of me. Why I don't like the company of the people? Because when the people, they look at me, they are scared of me. They are scared of my burnt face. Is it clear? I could see their frightness in their eyes. That's why I don't want to live in the company of people. Mr. Lamb, you would lock yourself in a room and never leave it. So Mr. Lamb is saying, do one thing. You just lock yourself in the room and don't leave the room. This way, what will happen? You won't be able to see the people. People won't be able to see you. They will not be scared of you. And then you will not have any negativity regarding the people. Then he's telling a story. Mr. Lamb is telling a story about a man. Is it clear? That there was a man who did that. He said there was a man who had done it, that he had locked himself in his room. He was afraid, you see, of everything. So Mr. Lamb is telling a story to Derry that there was a man who was scared of everything in this world. So he found his home to be a safest place. And never he used to come out from his house. A bus might run over him. So every time he used to think, that man, that if I walk on the road, suddenly the bus might knock him down. Knock मतलब उसको टक्कर मार के चली जाएगी. Might run over him, उसको अपने नीचे दबा के चली जाएगी. Or a man might breathe deadly jumps onto him. Means when he's walking, he never used to walk on the road because he was having a fear of being knocked down by the bus, fear of being caught by germs or virus. He thought that if he will walk on the road, the people might sneeze, they might cough, and he could get developed or take or be infected with germs. Or a donkey might kick him to death. Suppose he is walking and suddenly the donkey has come from behind and had kicked him to death. Or lightning might strike him down, or there might be a lightning from the sky which will strike him down. Down means death. Or he might love a girl and the girl would leave him, and he might slip on a banana skin. Banana skin means the peel of banana, and fall, and people who saw him would laugh their head off. Is it clear? So there were different notion in his mind that if he will go out of the house, is it clear? And if he is walking on the street, the bus might knock him down. Other people, the infected people might infect him with the germs. The donkey might come out from somewhere and kick him. Or if he loves a girl and the girls leave him, the people, and then he would be walking, thinking or lost in the thought of that girl, and he would slip on a banana peel and the people would laugh at him. So with these thinking and a thought and a fear, he never used to come out from his house. So he went into his room, that man went into his room, locked all the door, window, everything, and got into his bed and lied down in his bed and stayed there. Is it clear? So he's telling to Derry that if you don't want to live in the company of people, if you don't want that the people should talk with you, you do one thing. You go home, you close all the doors and windows of your house and just be inside your house. And then telling a story about a man who was also scared or afraid of everything, whatever was going on in the world. And he found his home to be the best, safest place. Clear? And that's why he has locked himself in his house. Derry, forever means forever he was in his house. For a while. For a while means for some time. Derry, then what? Then what happened? Because he was curious to know what happened to that man. Then Mr. Lamb said, a picture fell off the wall on his head and killed him. Means a picture, he found his home to be the safest place. He thought that if he is going to stay in his house, nothing is going to harm him, that man. But what happened one day when he was inside his house, a picture fell on his head and he died. Derry laughed a lot. Derry laughed. Mr. Lamb, you see, Derry, but you still say peculiar thing. Derry saying, but you still say a strange thing which I don't understand. And the people, they had never talked to me about these things. Mr. Lamb, peculiar to someone. Mr. Lamb, it is strange to someone. Derry, what do you do all day? Now Derry was starting or finding interesting in conversation with Mr. Lamb. He wanted to spend more and more time with Mr. Lamb because this is the first time that somebody is not scared of him, that somebody has not felt pity on him due to his burnt face, but was talking to him and was telling him the things which he had not known, or was trying to put him the hope in his life. Second important thing, he easily got connected with Mr. Lamb because Mr. Lamb was also suffering from a physical disability. Now he was more interested to spend time with Mr. Lamb. He started asking about the daily routine of Mr. Lamb. Mr. Lamb is saying, I sit in the sun, I read the books. You thought it was an empty house. You think that my house is empty, nobody stays in that house, but inside it is full. But according to me, my house is full. Full with what? Books are there, furnitures are there, other things are there. So I'll consider my house to be full, though no living beings live with me. Nobody lives with me. Still, I will not call my house empty, because the things which is there inside my house, I am emotionally attached with those things. That's why I never call my house an empty house. But there aren't any curtain at the window. There is saying that there is no curtain on the window. Mr. Lamb, pay attention. I am not fond of curtains. He's saying I am not fond of curtains. Shutting things out, shutting things in. What happened? When you draw the curtain, is it clear? You cannot see the things which is going outside the window. All the people who are walking past through your window, they could not see what is going inside your house. I like the light and the darkness. He's saying I like both. I like the sunrise, sun rays. Is it clear? Sunlight. I like even the darkness. And the window is open to hear the wind, because when God has created everything equally, God has created the wind, the sunlight, the moonlight, the darkness, the light. When everything has been created by God and it has been spread equally in the whole world, then who am I to stop the God-given gift? Why should I stop the light which has been sent by God? Who am I? If God wanted it that it should spread in the whole world, then it should be. One should not stop it by putting the curtains or the screen or anything to prevent the light entering at the particular place. Terry, yes, I like that. When it's raining, I like to hear it on the roof. Terry is or not finding interesting, because Mr. Lamb was talking to him, which was the interest of Derry. So he said, I also like the rain. When the rain falls on the roof, when it produces sound, it seems to be very what? Excited one. I'm also happy. Mr. Lamb, so you are not lost. Are you? So you're not lost means? It means still you love the life. Still you are not, still you have not given up for your life. Still you are not frustrated. Still there is a life in you. Not altogether. You do hear things, you listen. So there is saying the things which we do, we hear it, we listen it, and then we do it. Terry, they talk about me. They means my parents. My parents, they talk about me downstairs. Means he might be living on the first floor. The parents might be living down ground floor. So when he was coming down from the stairs, he heard the parents speaking about him or talking about him. When I'm not there, the parent was saying might be mother or a father. What will he ever do? So it's a concern for the parents. They were talking among themselves that if we would not be there, if we are going to die, what will happen with him? Who is going to look after him? What is going to happen to him when we have gone? The parents are talking that when we will leaving this world, when we will die, then what will happen with Terry? Who is going to look after him? However will he get on in this world? Means how he is going to spend rest of the time in this, rest of his life in this world, where nobody is interested about him, where nobody care about his well-being. Looking like that means with a half-burnt face, nobody is going to take care of him. With that on his face means that mark, the burnt mark. That's what they say. What means that what's my parents always, they are always concerned about me. That what will happen with me once they will leave this world, once they are going to die, then who is going to look at after me? Because nobody right now, when nobody is feeling pity on me, when nobody is concerned about my well-being, then after the death of my parents, clear, who is going to take care of Delhi? Clear, it is clear? Mr. Lamb.
Yes, ma'am.
thing. Mr. Lamb, Lord, boy, God, boy, you have got two arms. You have got two arms, two legs, and eyes and ears. You have got a tongue. You have got a brain to think. You will get on the way you want like all of the rest. He says what? You have got two hands, two legs, two eyes, two ears, mouth, and a brain. So you will live like a normal people, the way the other people are living in this world. Same way you are also going to live. And if you choose and set your mind to it, you could get on better than all of the rest. If you think, if you are determined, then your life might be better than the other people who are living in this world, who are normal, who are not suffering from any kind of physical disability. But if you are determined, if you work hard, if there is a hope in your life, you might be better than those people who call themselves normal. Physically, they are normal. Derek, how? Mr. Lamb, same way as I do. Mr. Lamb is the way I am doing. I never consider myself to be a physical disabled. I never consider myself to be a burden on others or on myself. I think that I am better than those people who are having a two real leg. I am having one artificial leg. Is it clear? But I think I am better than those people who are having a two real legs. Terry, do you have any friends? Mr. Lamb, 100 of friends I am having. Clear, 100 of friends. Terry, but you live by yourself in that house. It's a big house too. Mr. Lamb, friends everywhere. I have got hundreds of friends. Everywhere. People coming, everybody knows me. Means people, they come in my garden. They know me very well. Who am I? The gate is always open. So the people are welcome. They come and they sit here. They come in my garden and they sit in my garden. And in front of the fire in winter, during the time of winter, they sit near the fire. Kids, small children comes for the apples and a pears. जिसे आप नाशपाती बोलते हो. And for toffees. I make toffees with honey. Is it clear? With that beehive is there in his garden. He makes a toffees for the small children with that honey. Anybody comes. Anyone can come in my garden. The gate is always open. So have you. The way you have entered in my garden, same way anybody could come in my garden. Derek, but I am not your friend. Mr. Lamb, certainly you are. You are my friend so far as I am concerned. If I think you are my friend, so you are my friend. It doesn't matter that you should consider me as your friend. Is it clear? I am considering you as my friend, so you are my friend. But it's not necessary that you should consider me as your friend. What have you done to make me think you are not? Means what you have done. Tell me any one thing which had made me irritated, which had made me anger, that I should not consider you to my friend. Terry, you don't know me. Terry saying you don't know me. You don't know where I come from or even what my name is. Clear, you don't know about anything about my background. So how could you say I am your friend? Mr. Lamb, why should that signify? What is the importance? That to make a friend, I should know your background. Do I have to write all your particulars down and put them in a box? Filing box means a file where the letters and everything is maintained before you can be a friend. Is what is the use of it? Why should I, before making you, considering you my friend, why should I know your background? I'm not going to write anything about you. Derry, I suppose not know. Mr. Lamb, you could tell me your name if you choose. If you want, you could tell me your name. And if you don't want, no need to tell me. Derry, only it's Derek. My name is Derek, but they call me Terry. But I hate that. I hate my name, Terry. When people call it Terry, I hate it. If I am your friend, you don't have to be mine. I choose that. There is saying, if you consider myself, if you consider me to be your friend, It doesn't matter that I should also consider you my friend. Is it clear? You don't have to be mine. I choose that. Means this is my right whether I will think I will take you as my friend or not. Mr. Lamb, certainly, it's a choice. I feel you are my friend, but that doesn't mean that you should also take me as your friends.